What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am calling out all of you, calling out my YouTube viewers. I've been thinking about this for a while. I'll give you a little inside baseball here. When you have a YouTube channel, right, and you get a bunch of comments, you make a bunch of videos, various things happen, the channel grows a little bit. You have your base of viewers, like there's many of you that watch like every video, right? And then every time we come out with some kind of crazy video, like for example, the Relic guitar video or the Timu guitar video or something like that, the channel really bumps up in the amount of people that see that particular video. Most people don't subscribe, they don't continue to follow in the future. It's no big deal. Sometimes it's just like a flash in the pan thing. But as a result of that, we get a lot of negative reactions because people are like, this is the dumbest video I've ever seen. You know, whatever, it's fine. I think this stuff is fun. That's why I do it, right? Everything I do on this channel is for fun. But when I see some of these comments in the comment section, it always makes me wonder, okay? And it doesn't make me wonder the thing that you think. Sometimes I'm just, there's a lot of people that be like, does this guy live with his mom in his basement, or in her basement, whatever, those kind of things. I'm genuinely curious about all of you. I make a video almost every day, and we do Q&As throughout the week, and we're fairly transparent about what we do here, and still, you know literally almost nothing about me. But you know more about me than I know about you. So, I want to call you out. All of you who have never commented on a video, or all of you who have commented negatively on a video especially, I've got questions. I wrote them down. I want you to answer them in the comments section. And for those of you that follow me all the time, I want you to answer them too. But specifically those of you who never comment or who have commented negatively on one of our videos in the past. I'm very curious, okay? And so this is going to be super fun. And I'm going to answer, there's 8 questions here. I'm going to answer these questions. I got this idea from another hobby in the fountain pen side of things. They do this thing every year where somebody will ask 8 questions, and it just kind of gives the community an idea what's going on. So, but these are kind of specific to you and I, right? Specific to guitar players, specific to people who watch guitar YouTube, etc. So, number 1, here's what I want to know. What is your number 1, and you could go number 2, number 3, however many you like deep. What is your number 1 favorite guitar and why? I'm going to give you 3 because I can't give you 1. I'm going to give you 3 and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, it probably comes as no surprise that number 1 is going to be my new D18 because it's kind of the new hotness. The new hasn't worn off. We have a video coming about why I even bought this guitar, and it's a pretty deep, specifically personal meaning to me. I absolutely love this instrument. I like my D28. It's right there. I've been playing them both, but this one is just, man. Well, there's obviously personal reasons. It has to do with my grandfather, etc. So that thing is sick. That's, oh my gosh, I've been playing that a lot. And then we come over here, and these two might not be another surprise to you either. This is going to be my Texas Toast Challenger that Matt and Chris at Texas Toast made specifically for me with the fabric top. So, yeah. We do have 2 of these available at Dylan Talks Tone, not in this colorway, but in our specific colorway for us. Hey, buddy. So anyway, this is a killer guitar. Of course, P90s are my favorite pickup. I absolutely love this guitar. I play it all the time. And then, obviously, my Mike McCready Strat is the other one that's been getting a lot of time lately. I really, really love this. This is a hard question, obviously, because, of what I do. I play different guitars every day for various purposes. I might play it for a video. We might play it just for fun. Some of it's just because it's convenient. But those are the 3 that I really, really, really love. Even if they don't get played the most this week, I still go back to them. All right. Number 2 question, and this is, you'll notice that the tone of these questions is to get beyond capacitors and volume pots and technical, tone. This is to get beyond that, okay? Number 2 question, what is your favorite non-tone related feature of any of your guitars? Okay, is it color? Is it you like the hardware color? Is it because it has locking tuners? Is it because it has, if it has a Bigsby or a tremolo or whatever, maybe that's tone related. But I'm not talking about like totally tone, bro. I'm talking about just like what's on the guitar that you really, really like. Of these three guitars, again, I'm going to kind of give you multiple answers. These three, this is because this is pink. Pink is my favorite guitar color. And then this one, honestly, is because it is relic. I absolutely love that guitar because it's a relic and non-tone related because it's Pearl Jam, right? It's Mike McCready, and I really, really love Pearl Jam, and so does my wife. And so there you go. So those are two non-tone related things about guitars. And then the non-tone related thing about this guitar, without being a spoiler, is I bought this guitar because of my grandfather. So, and you'll hear about more of that in a different video. All right, let's see. What is your number 3 is going to be what is your dream guitar? Now, we have another question coming up that's different from this for a reason. What is your dream guitar? I don't want to hear I'm saving up for this or that. What is your dream guitar? No money considerations, no time considerations. It could belong to a celebrity right now. It could be the actual Greenie. I don't care. Like, what is your dream guitar? Like, dream. Lamborghini poster on the wall when I was a kid. Whatever that is for you. Get outside of the I could never have that mentality and be like, what is your dream guitar? My dream guitar is a real 1957 Gold Top. I don't have one. I don't even have a regular. I have a Les Paul, but I don't have a Gold Top. I would love to have a real one. I would love it to have some wear on it. I would love some of that Gold Top to be green and gross looking. My buddy has one, and I like lust after that guitar every time he lets me play it. I think that would be the one. And then on the acoustic side, I really want a McPherson. I have the McPherson carbon fiber, but the McPherson wooden guitars, they're about $12,000. And so they're a little bit out of my range, and so that's something that I would really like at some point too. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford a $12,000 acoustic guitar, but I'm going to dream about it for sure. Number 4, this is a little bit more in the realm of reality, and this is why I put this separate. What is your next guitar? Like, are you saving for one right now? Are you looking at something? Do you have something kind of on the radar? Are you waiting for something to come out to see if it's good? Are you waiting on a review? Like that sort of thing. Let's see. My next guitar is probably going to be another Texas Toast Challenger. I have my eye on something. I've talked to Matt about custom building it for me, and it does not exist right now. So that's all I'm going to say about it because it's never been done, and I don't really want to give up any more than that. I was actually going to completely cop out on this answer, but I don't want to be unfair. So since I want you to answer, I'm answering. So a new Texas Toast guitar, but I'm not going to tell you what. And I'm hoping that once they do it, it will get adopted into their model lineup. We'll see. It's not going to be a signature thing or anything, but I kind of hope that happens. Next, what is your favorite non-guitar activity? So this is activity, right? What do you like to do when you're not playing guitar? I'm just going to spoil the next question. What are your other hobbies? Number 6 is what are your other hobbies? So there's a difference there. Activity, travel. We have our B-class motorhome, and we travel all over the country. In fact, I'm going to Colorado here pretty quick. We're going to Michigan, Canada pretty quick. We're doing a bunch of different. I love to travel. We love traveling. We've always traveled. If you follow the channel for a long time, we've lived on the road for a couple of years. We even made pickups in a motorhome for a couple of years. So we love to travel. Even now that we're kind of like down and have a house and home now, I just cut the grass. I just took a shower after cutting the grass. I'm doing like at home stuff, but we still love to travel. That would be the non-guitar related activity that we love to do as a family, actually. What are your other hobbies? Well, if you've watched any of the other channels, you know that I go to the shooting range a lot. I like to shoot in a sporting fashion. We'll just say that. And then the other thing, if you you follow the channel, you might know. And if you don't follow the channel, you might not know. I obviously am a bit of a knife collector. And so I've got a fair amount, a fair collection of knives that does things. And then the other thing is we have a collection of reptiles. So there's a snake in there. And then if you come through the kitchen over here, we have two other snakes here. It's daytime, so they're not going to come out. And then, of course, we have the dogs. So there's that one, and then I don't know where the other one went. There he is. Hey, buddy. And then the other thing, obviously, that you may or may not know, is I collect fountain pens. And so we have a fair collection of those. Leslie has a collection. Brianna has a collection. I have a collection. This is kind of something that we do as a hobby. So we have, each of us have a couple of these with a bunch of pens in them. And then over here we have a big collection of ink. So yeah. So we're fairly hobbied up, I would say. And then the last two questions, number 7, how much do you realistically, okay, like, don't lie about this. I'm not lying, so don't lie. You know what I mean. How much realistically do you get to play every week? This is a tough one for me because of what I do for a living. You would think that I just play all the time. I've been playing more lately because it's hockey playoffs, and so I'll sit and watch. I don't miss any hockey games. I love watching hockey, so I try to get done with everything by the time the hockey game comes on, and I'll usually have a guitar sitting next to me just like this. The TV's right here, and this is my little lounge area where I hang out and watch hockey, and so I will play guitar, and so I'll just kind of play on and off and noodle around through the whole game. So I'm getting a bunch of playing time. But there are weeks where I'll go a whole week without playing at all because we're busy with so many other things. But I try to play like 20, 30 minutes a day. But it doesn't always happen. Some weeks I'll go like a whole week without playing at all. And then I'll be totally fine the next week and kind of back on schedule playing about 20 minutes at a time. Not including planning for videos. Planning for videos is different. But you usually kind of play the same riffs through all the videos anyway. That's sort of consistent. So yeah, I would say I try to play 20 minutes a day. It probably averages out to 20 minutes 4 times a week, if I'm to be honest. I would say that. 20 minutes a day, 4 times a week. And then the last question is, do you play out with others or do you play at home? Now, I worded that question very, very specifically. I don't mean do you play in a band. I don't mean do you tour. Do you play out with others? This could be sitting in with others. You may not be getting paid for it, but somebody else has got a band and you come and sit in with them once in a while, maybe once a month. You go out to an open mic night, maybe a couple times a year, maybe once a month, maybe all the time. Maybe you're like an open mic night junkie. Or do you just play at home, you know? And there's no wrong answer to this. It's just fun for us to learn these types of things about each other. These days, I only play at home. I used to gig 3 times a week and do an open mic night. I used to play like almost every night. It was exhausting. And I would say that about 5 or 6 years ago, I tapered that off to like twice a month and then once a month and then hardly at all anymore. A couple times a year, I'll play with some of my old bandmates. We'll get back together and do some stuff, but not very often. Not very often. So when my sister comes to town every once in a while, because I don't get to play with her, but every 10 years, we booked an acoustic gig not long ago, and we played together for that thing when she was in town. So we've done a couple of things like that, but I don't really play out anymore. So there you go. There's your 8 questions. I'm very curious to know the answer to these. If you'll notice, I'm not doing this in an email. This is not an attempt to gather sales information. This is none of that. This is literally, I read the comments and I'm like, even the meanest of people are here because they like guitar. So I just want to learn about you. I just want to know, right? Because if it wasn't on YouTube, if it wasn't in a comment section, we would probably be sitting across the bar from each other talking about these very things anyway, right? Like, I played guitar today. What did you do today? Oh, I went to the shooting range. Oh, I bought a new knife instead of a new guitar. I have to put the new guitar off till next month. You know, we would have those conversations in person, so let's have them in the comments. I'm just curious. So I'm calling you out. If you've been mean in the comments, if you've never commented in the comments, or if you've been nice in the comments, doesn't matter. But especially those of you who have never commented and maybe who have been a little upset sometimes. We're all friends here. We just play guitar, and I'm very curious to hear from you. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the like button. And yeah, let's have some fun with this. I'm kind of excited about doing it. If anybody watches this video, hopefully they do, we'll have some fun in the comment section. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one.